Yup, that's me. Speeding down the roads of what once was a peaceful town, now overtaken by chaos and disarray. You might be wondering, what could have possibly happened that landed me in such an insane situation? Well,
Kurumas, we know you're in there! Come out peacefully or we're going in!
here's the story. As usual, our story starts in the Sakura Justice Department with me, Officer Tamaki, and my trusty assistant, Detective Yuki. I just don't understand it! Why didn't they give me whipped cream if I explicitly
Mr. Maki, what
ordered
does this
it?
have to do with our jobs?
Mr. Yuki, this is serious! I really wanted whipped cream! Officer Tamaki, Detective Yuki, we have some tapes we want you to review. Ha-ha! Finally a case! These were taken from the camera at the intersection in front of Sakura High at approximately 7:45 a.m.
What should I have for lunch? What should I have for dinner?
Next, we have this footage, taken from one of the security cameras at the playground.
Is that a car? Hey, stop! Oh my gosh! It hurt!
And finally, this dashcam footage from a local truck driver.
Holy crap, you hit that guy!
All of these instances have happened in the past week. We're wondering if you two can find the identities of the drivers and victims and figure out why these accidents have become so common. And so began our quest to solve this Sakura Town mystery. We first decided to interview the victims, who were very easy to find because they were all in the hospital. Wait, where did you get that motorcycle? And why is it cooler than mine? From there, we went in to speak with the victims. I had a record of never breaking a bone and now it's ruined. I hope this doesn't mean I got a 0 on my exam. These kids today in their cars all sue! The x-ray lady said I'd get a lollipop for being brave. I still haven't gotten the lollipop. Results were inconclusive. So we decided to head out to town and interview some of the witnesses to the accidents. Now, where the heck is... Where did you get that car from? It was terrible. That man always comes barreling in here, and so early in the morning. I hate that guy! He does this all the time. He doesn't know how to drive! If I ever see him again, I'm gonna his until he and then I'm gonna. This isn't the first time I've seen this guy do that sort of thing. And it's not just him. There's also this other blue car that flies down the road right after that guy comes through. Mommy? What? And so, with that out of the way, we gathered all our data and evidence and came to the conclusion that something suspicious was happening. So, I decided to ride over to the DMV to get the records on car ownership in the area. It was a bit of a tough job, but I managed to push through. Meanwhile, my partner, Detective Yuki, was doing his own research on the records in Sakura Town. And after all our hard work, we finally turned up some shocking results. First of all, we discovered that the two blue cars were both owned by siblings, a man and a woman under the last name Kuruma. We also found out that there are two other Kuruma siblings who own cars, and that all of these cars owned by the Kuruma siblings have accidents in their records. An absurd amount! And also, their last name is Kuruma, as in car. If that's not weird, I don't know what is. So every Kuruma sibling has been involved in an increasing number of accidents, and all of them appear to be deliberately caused by the Kurumas. But I don't understand. What motivation could they have for this? That's what we need to figure out. With some more digging, we were able to find out each of the Kuruma's addresses, so I went out to go to their houses and interrogate them about the situation while Detective Yuki kept an eye on the town's cameras to make sure they weren't out driving. However, strangely enough, no one would answer the door. And as I was leaving every house, I noticed something strange. Why don't any of them have their cars parked at their houses? Mr. Yuki, did you see any of their cars on the road? Nope. That's impossible. Where could their cars have gone? And so, Officer Yuki and I worked tirelessly, sifting through every file in the town's history to get some sort of inkling on what could possibly be going on here. Surely the Kurumas must be hiding some sort of record that they don't want people to see that would explain their locations. And finally, after all our research, we found the answer. Miss Tamaki, look at this. During your search, did you find any records of a person named Taro Rumuka living here? No, I don't think anyone here has that name. Precisely. And yet, I found one single record of that name in this town. Someone purchased a luxury apartment under that name. Rumuka. You don't mean the Kurumas purchased an apartment under a pseudonym? It would seem so. And so began my chase through the night to find out what the Kurumas were really up to. Sure enough, when I arrived at the luxury apartment and checked the underground garage, I saw all of their cars parked. And so...
Kurumas, we know you're in there! Come out peacefully or we're going in!
Jeez, where the heck is Mr. Yuki when I need... Where did you get a helicopter from? And so we hurried to the Kuruma's apartment to face them once and for all. Want to get coffee after this? Yeah, sure. Attention, Kurumas! We know you're in there! Open the door or we'll have no choice but to forcefully enter! So, you finally found us. You four have been found guilty of willfully causing traffic accidents, hitting pedestrians, and identity and insurance fraud! Explain yourselves! Imagine being born with the last name Carr. All your life, people ridicule you, make jokes. Kuruma, what a ridiculous family name! Oh, you four must be destined to work in the car industry! How dishonoring it must be to have been born a Kuruma! So we finally decided to embrace our name and show them the true power of the Kuruma family! How could you? Hurting innocent people is unforgivable, no matter what! So now, in accordance with the Sakura Justice Department, we hereby pronounce you under arrest. Come from? This isn't the last you'll hear of us! We'll get our revenge again! And so, Sakura Town citizens could now traverse the road peacefully as the Kurumas had officially been arrested. Just another victory for justice in Sakura Town. Who are you talking to? After gathering all our... Frick! I can't speak! Any records of a person named Tarurum... I keep saying it! And so I set out to go to each of their houses and ask them about the situation, while Yuki kept, Frick, he's not... We discovered that both blue cars were owned by siblings. Two...